A sustainable world and environmental justice. Sustainability is said to be development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It is argued, however, that sustainability can only be achieved with collaboration of an entire population with no one being left out. The environment, culture and society and economy are all intertwined. These are the pillars of sustainability. Sustainability and environmental justice come hand in hand. It identifies a need for modes of production and consumption to create a balance between people and the environment, guaranteeing a dignified life for all whilst not using up all of the planet's resources. Environmental justice explores how you can break down and reimagine a global system that is built upon inequities. Those who are already disadvantaged because of their wealth and economic status are made poorer as they are unable to profit from the environment's resources. Social inequities are intertwined with the environment, which is why social justice and its transformations are an environmental issue too, being pivotal in the process towards shifting to sustainability. Detroit has become a symbol of urban decay following deindustrialization and the withdrawal of the automobile industry from the area. Of the largest 50 cities in the USA, Detroit has the highest unemployment rate at 23.1%, with 36% of the city's population being below the poverty level. According to the 2010 census, African Americans account for approximately 82% of Detroit's population, with 2/3 residing within the city limits. Despite revitalization efforts, Detroit maintains high levels of poverty and remains one of the most racially segregated cities in the US. Keep Growing Detroit aims to facilitate gardeners to become engaged with community leaders and food entrepreneurs, addressing the needs of the community whilst promoting sustainable change in the food system.
Keep Growing Detroit is an organization that cultivates a food sovereign city where the majority of fruits and vegetables that Detroiters consume are grown by Detroiters for Detroiters in the city limits.
People can come here and look around, and people can come here and pick raspberries or pick strawberries or pick whatever they need.
Why I think this work is so important for the city is because, as you probably know, we have more than 20 square miles of vacant land in the city, and for many years Detroiters have really struggled with the destabilizing effects of having vacant land in their communities. And what urban agriculture represents, one of the things it represents, is a really accessible way for Detroiters to reclaim that land.
Okay, here we go. There you go. There you go.
We operate this farm so that we're able to grow and provide resources for the 1,400 gardens and farms that we serve through Keep Growing Detroit all across the city. That's about 20,000 Detroiters that have more access to resources like seeds and transplants because this farm exists.
I mean, it's like a farm right in the middle of the city.
This farm to Detroit is like a breath of fresh air, a really nice place to come and relax and just let go.
Keep Growing Detroit envisioned that places to grow food can be integrated into every neighbourhood in Detroit to help maximise community and economic development opportunities to benefit its residents. The mission is to promote a food sovereign city where the majority of fruits and vegetables Detroiters consume are grown by Detroiters for Detroiters. Detroit is a place where many residents have little choice but to buy food at petrol stations or convenience stores. Keep Growing Detroit not only provides Detroiters access to previously unused land, brownfield sites and organically grown fruit and vegetables, but it also enables residents to have control over where their food comes from. This aims to transform their personal relationships with food. Keep Growing Detroit provides education on topics such as basic gardening and cooking, whilst also providing training programs and job opportunities to develop more sustainable and productive gardens. It should be noted, however, that urban agriculture projects, such as Keep Growing Detroit, are often romanticised and require a lot of work and dedication to be successful. More often than not, those who want to gain from such projects will not put in the physical work needed for it to exist. On average, food travels 1,500 miles from growing to the consumer, with industrial farming having a negative impact on the environment, creating pollution, diseases, destruction of soils, insects and birds, and accounting for a quarter of the world's CO2 emissions. As a result, it is seen that to reduce emissions and ultimately improve the health of populations, community gardens can be a tool for transformation to achieve environmental justice and sustainability.